Alrighty, we are here. We are here, we're doing some more game dev stuff. A little bit of a late night thing. It's a more relaxing day. I don't expect anything too crazy or exciting today. Let me see here. Yeah, nothing crazy today. We were just doing some simple game dev stuff. See here, we got that. All right. Now I want to go to the player here. The D's. Let's see. Start function calls. New player variables. Hold on, if it's aiming... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Point, direction, hold on. There we go. Should be... There we go. There we go. Let's see here. Aiming direction can never be 0. So how do I want to do the shooting controls? Let me think here. Well, in certain modes they can fire. Let's say idle, walking, sprinting. They can shoot. They can't shoot in any other modes. Alright, so actually, let's go ahead and set some variables and scripts. So let's do... This will be a script. Script guns. I think I turned the thing on. Let me see. Let me see. Should I make guns a global variable, or... Let me see here real quick. Let me test something real quick. Test struct equals. All right, then let's go to object entity. Show debug message. What did I name it? Let's see. Test funct struct. Okay. Okay, so it's not even showing up, so it's not going to show there. Okay. So the other option is we do make it a global variable. I need to check something. There has to be a better way to access all that data. Because if I have an object, I have to have it in there. So I'm thinking just do a global variable. Like, so far global variables have been solving just everything. Yeah, so let me go to guns. We're gonna do some stats here. Now, I don't know exactly the stat we're doing for fire. I guess because fire rate's a countdown, right? So, yeah. So if I have a frame counter that counts by seconds, then I can just do my own math of, you know, what's its fire rate per minute, you know? Okay, so global.gun stats equal let's see, let me think of what kind of guns we have. I'll add some redundant ones. I don't think these will actually be in the game. They're not too relevant, but we'll add some redundant ones. Pistol. Damage. We'll just put some random numbers here. Let me double check some syntax here. Let me see. Let me see. Now, one option I could do is I could actually make an object gun that stores all the data, and it spawns it when it's relevant and switches things out, then deletes it. But it's not really necessary. Okay. Fire rate. I have to look up some gun statistics. Let's see here. Let's see. Because we're not doing too crazy with guns. Actually, here, let me just think of. Let me go to my notes here and just think of what kind of guns would even be in this game. Game dev logic notes. That's a logic notes. That's dev journal. Let's do a new group. Group content list. And create notes. Gun list. Alright, so what we got? We got a pistol. Because it's not like, this isn't a shooter where you need something so specific to differentiate between like a P90 and an MP5. It's not, that's irrelevant in this game. So we're doing broad abstract versions of the guns, and then we might elaborate a little bit from there, but for now we're just going to keep simple. A pistol, shotgun. Oh. We have pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, a DMR, I think would be useful to differentiate, SMG, LMG, then we have, let's think, anything a little extra? I don't think there's really a necessary difference between an assault rifle and a carbine. I don't think that's really necessary. Sniper. What else do we have? We have rocket launcher. Now we're thinking of the basic ones first. We're not thinking of grenade launcher. We're not thinking of the specifics just yet. Okay, and then others. These aren't really guns per se, but they're relevant. We have frag grenade. Oh, how about a flamethrower? I don't know how well we do a flamethrower in this game, but it's an idea. It's definitely an idea. So others, we have frag grenade, incendiary grenade. We have I don't think cluster bombs would be necessary. Impact grenades? Yeah, impact grenades. You could easily kill yourself with them. How about gadgets? What gadgets would the player have? Gadgets, we have personnel mines, tank mines, flashbang / stun grenades, EMP grenades. I don't think those would actually be necessary, but we'll see. What weapons could we have? We could have a laser cannon. We could have a chain gun. I'm trying to think what else we could have. Just plasma rifle. Now I don't know if we're gonna go that crazy with it or not. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I'll just call it the big fucking gun, the BFG. Even though it's not straight up, but basically you gotta have a big gun. You gotta have a big gun. How about a mini nuke? Mini nuke. Let's see here. Other gadgets, grappling hook would be a gadget. Jetpack. Although jetpack would probably be like that'd be like a power up, right? Power ups. Jetpack. Personal shield. What else would we have? Leg augmentations. Let you jump higher, basically. About a parachute. It's more common than the jetpack, but it makes it where if you're in a building and it falls over, you could jump out, and it'll be just a lot quicker than going down. What else? What else? I think that's about it there. But now I have to think like, But we also have to think of the soldier factions, though, is the challenge here. Is it just going to be one type of military faction, or am I going to? Because I know I'm going to have different. I know I'm going to have different types of characters, right? Also, just for melee, for shits and giggles, although it's not actually going to be like this, I'm going to add a chainsaw. Even though I don't think we're actually going to have a chainsaw, but just the idea that there's going to be a melee of some kind, some crazy melee. Alright, let's see. Microwave gun. So, let me think. I'd stop doing that. Okay, so how is the player getting these power-ups, right? Oh, power-ups, another one would be extra life, I guess. Now, I don't know if that'd be a strict power-up, or just whenever you rescue a certain amount of people, you just get an extra life. Let's see, what else can we do here? We have a rocket launcher dumb, and then we have a rocket launcher smart, like one that maybe either follows the crosshair or it just detonates when you release the button. Actually, I don't know. Both are kind of unnecessary. I don't know if we will, but we'll see. It is a thought. It's definitely a thought. You know what? For shits, for shits and giggles, let's get a So we have a sniper rifle. We have the elephant gun. It's so fucking powerful it knocks you back. Just called the elephant gun. Alright, so we're done exploring here. So let's go into our... Actually, I'm going to close this workspace for right now. There's a gun list, and then we do script guns. Alright, so we have pistol. And I would like the player to do ammo. The only problem with ammo, though, is I don't know... You're not? Okay. I don't know exactly how I'm going to have the player resupply ammo and such. Maybe with a helicopter save, maybe you get ammo, but that's hard though, because if it gets to a point where you just can't helicopter save, you're fucked. I don't know, we'll figure it out later. Let's see here. So we have this. We have pistol, I'll just say Magnum for this one. Why is it getting all mad here? I don't know why you're mad. Maybe I need to check some syntax. Hold on. Let me see here. Maybe I don't need this comma? Can you show me what's wrong here? No? You see here. It's a weird thing I'm having with the syntax here. I don't know the exact syntax for nesting structs. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see here. Oh wait, I didn't put a number. Okay, then we do this. There we go. I just didn't put a value for that one. That's why. All right. So. Alright, so we have damage, fire rate. Let's see here. We have damage, fire rate. Is accuracy going to be a thing? Also, there would be a thing called zoom, but I don't know what's going to be used for exactly just yet. But I am going to go ahead and put the value in. Because it will be relevant. I'll just say 1. What else? Hmm. What if we... Okay, I got an idea. What if we did a thing where the gun itself, like each individual gun, can be upgraded? Hmm. That is a thought. I'll keep that in mind. We will keep that in mind. It is a very interesting thought. Like, you go from a regular pistol to an auto pistol to a magnum or something like that. Or, like, upgrade trees for guns. Now, I don't know... I don't know exactly how we want to do it. Also, the problem can arise where... Either A, we go the Doom route, where the player just has all the guns. Or B, we go the, say, Call of Duty Halo route, where you just have 2 guns. On you at any time. I'm kind of thinking the... I'm kind of thinking the Doom route might be better. Maybe, I'm not sure. And if that's the case, we will have to do different upgrades and such. So we'll get that figured out later. And the game is meant to be a bit over the top anyway, so it should be fine. Let me just check something real quick. No, okay. Now, do I need to put the other thing inside the variable, or... Okay, so we have damage, fire rate, fire mode. Actually, we should put an enum here for this. Enum fire mode. I don't know why this is flipping out. It's probably not because of this. Fire mode, we have double, I'll just say double action. This counts for pump actions and bolt actions and levers and anything like that. So we have double action, semi-auto, full auto. Alright. So fire mode for the pistol is semi-auto. Equals fire mode dot semi-auto. Zoom 1, let's see. Oh, capacity. The capacity. A regular pistol, let's think, how much does an M9 Beretta hold? Oh, 15 rounds, okay. About 15 shots before you have to reload. Let me see here, where's my controller? So if I have this... Oh, that's a bit of a problem. You know what? I might switch some of the players' controls. If I decide to have multiple guns and not just 2, I think what I'll do is I'll have left trigger be the pull-up weapon wheel, so that way you can use your right stick to choose a weapon. Alright? Now let me go back to my notes here, real quick. So... weapon... categories. So we have handgun, shotgun. Let's try to think, we want to limit it down to 8, right? We'll rocket launcher, rifle, we got handgun, shotgun, rifle, let me think here. How do I want to do this one? Handgun, shotgun, rocket launcher, rifle. We have these specialty guns. Like, what would elephant gun fall under? Because I would like some big stupid gun, like an elephant gun, or a punt rifle. Handgun, shotgun, rifle, rocket launcher, sniper would be one of them. What else? Well, let's think about where it goes, right? So with handgun, you have pistol to magnum to hand cannon, right? We got that, and then we have for shotgun we have just basic pump. Or double barrel if we just want like a really weak one. But it's a military though. They wouldn't just give you start with a double barrel shotgun. You'd have a regular pump. So pump, semi, auto, and full auto. And I can maybe think there could be upgrade paths for this. You could choose slug or whatever. We'll see. So rocket launcher. We have single shot. We have like that, you know, the little quad one you put over your, like you see like in Vietnam movies and shit. I don't know if we'll have that one though. Trying to think. Could say, what, this grenade launcher? Well, no. I would just do single shot rocket launcher. I know the last one, if we want to make it crazy, we do like mini nuke, right? That's if we want to do like that's the final stage of the rocket if we want to. But let me think here before I go deeper into this. So how are these relevant? Like, how does a player during gameplay do? Now, in a survival mode, this is simple. We could get through it, but the question is in campaign, how will it go? We'll have to figure. What do you think in gameplay? Again, in a survival mode I can see this. I'm just trying to think, like... If you have a short, quick game, right? Like, I'm just trying to think, like, in gameplay, how do I want this to go? Because... Let me think here. I'm gonna hit the play. You're not gonna see this, but I'm gonna hit the play. Not that there's anything to show, it's just a shape moving around. So let's see, I'm running around... saving civilians and stuff. Now, okay, so the helicopter can drop gun upgrades. Right. And maybe even gadget upgrades to do things. That'd be something nice, do guns and gadget upgrades. But then if I do that, though, then I have to think, like, on the side of the Leviathan, what kind of upgrades they get. And I'm really not sure. Hmm. Because the Leviathans on their own are already pretty powerful. The only way upgrades would be that relevant is if the upgrades were, like, the amount of force that could be sent against you is strong enough to where it would warrant needing upgrades. And not only that, but I'd argue that the Giants' upgrades probably not going to be as extensive as the human upgrades. Hmm. I'm trying to think, like, what upgrades would the Giant even have? Especially when you consider that each one plays differently themselves. Well, slightly different. They just have slightly different, like, armies and powers. They don't really have anything too huge. Maybe the army themselves can be the upgrade, I guess? Let me think. So I could already see, like, the humans' gameplay being a lot more... probably a lot more interesting than the Giants' gameplay. With this, if we give the humans a extensive upgrade system, but the Giants don't have one. Like, one system for the humans, right, is reinforcements where you upgrade... You don't upgrade the troops themselves, but you do, you increase your chance to spawn certain things. But the thing is, the Giant's gonna be really strong, to where if you don't have at least something decently strong early on, it's gonna suck. Let me think. Well, early on the Leviathans won't be spawning, maybe? I don't know. Okay, but we'll come over here real quick. We'll get back to that, but let's put in the things we do know. So, damage. So, we're gonna have it to where a regular human has 10 HP. That's just gonna be our baseline. And then Leviathan has maybe like either 1,000 or 10,000, one of the two. So if a human has you could survive a pistol shot, right? Say pistol is damage 5. You know, it's not even going to kill like a basic civilian unless you get a good hit. And I'm not, for basic civilian stuff, I'm not doing headshots. Because that'd just be way too many hit boxes and stuff I'd have to check. So, we will worry about that another time. Capacity 15, fire, mode, semi. Alright. Then a magnum, if we just copy all of this. A magnum, if it's like a big one, it will kill, so we'll just say 10 for that. Fire, well, they're semi-auto, so the fire rate varies. I think what I should do for semi-autos is all their fire rates are the same. I'm not sure how quick that fire rate should be. Okay. So I'm looking at some numbers here with semi-auto. If you're really good, you can probably get a little over 6 rounds per minute or per second with semi-auto fire for most guns. So I think for semi-auto we should definitely keep it consistent. So let me do some math here. So it's 6.6 per second, right? Let me think here. I'll just say 6. Point 0.2. What do you think? So that means every... Hold on. We divided by... Well, yeah, so every 10th... Not 10th of a second, but every... ...10 milliseconds you can get a shot off in semi-auto. Now, the problem I'm worried about here is that the actual frame time checks are not going to be precise if I get this small of measurement. I can try, and we will see. But we'll see how it is. So, if what we're gonna do is if 1 is gonna be 1 second, so we're gonna do point. Let's do 0.3 for semi-auto, right? It's gonna be the same for all the semi-autos. It's 0.3 for fire rate. Now it's gonna get fucking bonkers when I go to the automatic weapons, but you know. And I may have to do some weird math here. If the frames don't, if it only triggers once every time a frame detects this, then it's a problem. And I'll have to go in and code it manually to whatever the frames return to divide it and fire that many times. But we'll see. Let's see. So we got Magnum and then hand cannon. This one is the final upgrade for the pistol. We can have it be, let's do 20. We'll just do double the damage. Well, yeah, probably just 20. We'll just do double. Basically, the damage doubles each time, essentially, is what it does. Oh, I should probably just copy this over, actually. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's clean this code up a little bit more, right? We got that. Why are you freaking out? Oh, shit. Yeah, just paste that over. I'll just fix these. So, it's be 10. Now, capacity will be 7. The thing is, the reload's pretty fast. So let's think here. So, it's the same fire rate, right? So, it's not going to be a fire rate issue. You can get 15 shots out of this. So, if we could do some math here. Let's see. 15 times 5. So, in one magazine, you can get 75 shots. Or 75 damage. Whereas in the Magnum, you can get 70. Okay, so it's actually a downgrade, technically. Well, but it depends on the reload speed. Yeah, speaking of which, we need to add a reload speed. So we'll add one here. Reload speed. Because both of them are going to be fast in reload speed, right? Because it's a pistol. Pistol's probably the fastest reload speed, honestly. Not counting any other shenanigans. So, let's do... How fast a reload speed? Let's look at some video games. I'll use some video games as examples. Let's look at... Let's say Battlefield 4, right? Look at the M9. What is the reload speed? Alright, now I'm not going to worry about loaded versus empty. It's the characters are so small in sprites, it don't matter. We'll just take the loaded, which is 1.3 seconds. So, for this, we'll do 1.3. For reload speed. Alright, so it'll be the same for this one. Reload speed 1.3. Now, the hand cannon is supposed to be a revolver, right? It's supposed to be a revolver. So the hand cannon, now I'm just going to do pistols right now. We'll get the other stats later. We're just going to do pistols for the moment. So if we do the hand cannon. Ooh, excuse me. Why are you freaking out here? Oh, because I didn't do this. So the hand cannon is going to do a lot more damage. Let's say... Now, here's the problem, because the hand cannons only have a capacity of... either 5 or 6. We'll say 6 for right now, even though in real life a 50 cal revolver is, well, I don't know if it's actually 50 cal, but a Taurus 500, I think it is. I think it's the most powerful revolver in the world right now, I think. But it's actually a capacity of 5. So the damage would have to be pretty bonkers for this to be really worth it. Because you gotta consider, you have this one with 10 damage, and the same fire rate, but you have a higher capacity. Well, okay, let's think about it. So this does 20 damage, right? That means I get 100 damage off this before I have to reload, and the reload might be a little slower. We'll figure that out in a minute. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But so that way we don't have to calculate for reload for fire rate. So if we have this here, if it's damage of 20, it's going to do a total of 100 damage in a clip. That's going to do 70 damage in a magazine. And it's going to do actually 75 actually. Let me see. So we might have to modify the pistol a little bit. Yeah, it's going to do 75 before you have to reload. Let me think. If you count the reload, does the Magnum still do more damage, or? So if we need to, we could just bring the pistol down to like 4, and that would make the Magnum guaranteed to do more damage than it in one magazine. I'll drop this down to 60 damage. This will be down to... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. So this will be 4 damage, 10 damage, and 20 damage for each of these. And it'll be good. Because this should hopefully make up for the slower reload and so on. And if I need to bump this up, I can just give it one more shot in it, and it should be fine. If for some reason the reload is outpacing this by 2 shots, then I could just bump this up to 6. Alright, so that's all we're going to worry about right now. We're not going to go there's a lot more guns we could have, but we're just going to do these for right now. So now I have to go into the code and figure out... I actually have to put in the aiming and shooting mechanics. So I was debating on, instead of having... because originally I was having to where you hold left trigger for the soldier. You hold left trigger to aim, and you have to use the stick to move around. But that's kind of redundant now that I think about it. So I need to go... I will have to go into my code. Let's go to my player input code. Let's see here. So we need to go to movement controls, horizontal aim, vertical aim. No, that's fine. We want to go to trigger controls. Aim, weapon, then swap, and weapon swap. Yeah, we're just changing this variable. Also, although we do have to go to a find, though. We have to make sure. I forgot where my fucking find thing was. Damn it. Let's see. What was it called? It was called climb. Hold on. We have climb and weapon swap. Climb, held, aim. Okay, let me see here. How the fuck do I pull up the window? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I think the window to find thing should just be up by default. Okay, maker 2, search window. No, that's not it. I do Control F, it doesn't work. Control F, yeah, it doesn't. That's what I already did. No. I'll have to set this thing here at some point. Where is asset browser output search results? No, not that. There we go. All right, we got my search window. I'm putting it down here because I'll be using it a lot. that we used a lot. Oops, no pad, we don't need you right now. Alright, so we need to come down here, we need to go to climb, repeat swap. Although we do need to put in hold on a minute, I don't have this out entirely. Inputs. Shooting auto. Where's trigger? Trigger controls. Oh, there we go. Rid of that. We got that. Alright, we got all that. That's the controller, that's the keyboard. Let me check keyboard. Triggers. I hope that's fixed. We will figure that out some other time. Okay, so what we need to do... so we gotta think. Do we want it to be a situation where the player automatically has 8 weapons they can have? Or do we want it to be a situation where you have 8 slots and you have to pick up weapons? So we have to... Is this another thing we have to solve? Well, let's not worry about it right now. What we'll do at the moment is... Let's go to the player... And we're just going to put the pistol in their hand. Let me see. Unique player variables. Let's see here. Weapon equals global dot gun stats dot pistol. We'll just have pistol, right? Okay, so we got that. Do we need to add... Let me think, because now the giant I don't throw out too much, but there might be some cases with the giant where they can actually aim. So I would like the shooting to be a little universal. So we need to go into the bullet here, or projectile. We do have to mess around with the code a little bit. Let me think. So I could go ahead and add a variable on a create event. Equals projectile type equals undefined. Well, actually, no. We don't need that. Actually, no, we don't, because we'll just inject the data into it manually through the thing. Now, whether it does effects and such, I'll have to think about that, but we'll figure that out another time. And if it does do effect, all I have to do is just put a function equal in the guns. So we got stats pistol is saved as one of the weapons if you have the pistol. Now we need a method to actually fire it. So let me go to... Do we have player input? Yes. Yes. Okay, so we have targeting. It just does the aiming stuff. Then we have shooting. Now, shooting would be... the thing is, the input button is different between the giant and the soldier. So with the input button, we will have to make it varied. So if I stop fucking doing that, let me turn that off. So, shooting... Let me keep this targeting open so I can reference it. So, what we need to do is we need to do it to where it creates the thing. So if player oh no, global.player inputs dot now we're not going to check between automatic and semi-auto just yet. We'll worry about that later. For right now, we'll just do shooting semi, wherever I have that. Kick, shoot, semi. There we go. If I hit kick, shoot, semi, instance, create, layer, and it will be in the entity layer. Although I could make a projectile layer, but we'll figure that out later. Or, you know what, maybe we'll do a separate layer for entities. Let's do that. So let's add a layer. We'll rename this to instance projectiles. Right? Oh, let me check here. XY, okay. So let me just get some basic things here. So it creates it at... But we don't create it directly on the player. We'll create it directly on the player for right now, but later we will have to make calculations to not spawn directly on the player. So right now we'll just do XY, and we know it's inst projectiles. And then we need the object is object debug. No, not that. Did I not make it yet? No, object projectile, right? Object projectile. Now we want to do with this. Now, do we want to store the entire pistol thing or just... Well, we only have to store the pieces that matter, right? We don't have to store the entire thing. So, damage equals... what did I name? What did I name? Now, yes, the giant might be able to call this as well. Worst case scenario, I will have to go and make a separate one for the giant themselves. But I know the targeting should still be accurate even for the giant as well, though. Let's see. So we have damage equals... what was I checking? Oh yeah, I need to check the variable here. Weapon. Okay. Equals weapon dot damage. And then we need to check... Oh, did we put it in correctly there? Yeah, we did. Okay. Honestly, I don't think there's anything else we have to put in it, really. There's really not anything else we have to put in it besides, move, or, what's that one code? I forgot what it was. It was motion set, I think. Motion set. Direction is aiming, and speed. Speed, we'll just do 1, right? Alright, so what we need to do is I'm going to get my controller here. And what we need to do is I'm going to go into the player. Now, do I want to put the aiming function in shooting? Well, no, because you can still aim even though you don't shoot, right? Well, but it checks. It still checks it though, so it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It still checks the shooting and stuff. So we can go ahead. Let's get player soldier. Go to our create events. We have to ungrab a lot of these. Go to state machine real quick. Also no, we have to go to the input real quick. We need to take targeting and throw it in here. Targeting. That way I don't have to double up on it within the player event. So where was I? So now we go to the player. All I have to do is put the shooting code and we're good in the states. So if I hit, let's put it in the idle state. We won't worry about the rest. Just make sure I don't input anything or it won't work. So let's do shooting. Right? So now if I hit play, y'all won't see this immediately. Oh, it crashed. Weapon not set before reading it. Damage equals weapon dot damage. Did I not... equals dot pistol. That's weird. It is set. So which one crashed? Dot weapon not set before reading it. Line 334. And damage equals weapon dot damage. What was it saying? Unknown object dot weapon. Is it saying that maybe it doesn't have a damage variable? I don't think it should, because it should insert it, so I'm not sure why it's getting all pissy about it. Let's, just for testing purposes, let's remove the dot damage. So where is player input? Yeah, we'll just make this damage equals 1. It doesn't really matter. We just need to make sure it spawns a bullet and makes it go in a certain direction. Nope. Okay, as soon as I hit the trigger, it freaks out. So why is it freaking out? Aiming is not set. How's aiming not set? What the hell? Hmm. 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 Oh, I know. It's, is there a self? Self dot... I think it's self, I believe I have to call. No, I don't want to download a new thing. Let me just double check on self real quick. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. That's why I was fucking up. Okay, so I had to do self dot... Yeah, that's why I was messing up. Self dot. Alright, there we go. That way we don't have to send in all the variables again, and it just call from itself. And now it crashed again. Not set before reading it. Why? Weapon not set before without reading it. Fuck. I'll just make it equal to 1, and hopefully the aiming one works. Okay, this is pissing me off. It fucking exists. It's literally right here. Why are you freaking out? Let me check my other code and my other project, because that one actually worked, and see what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know why it's being stupid. Give me 1 second. Y'all won't see this. I gotta load it up. Go to my original project. Because I had no problems over there doing it. I don't know why it's being stupid here. Let's see here. Objects. We need to go into... It's going to take a second for me to find it, though, because... It's a little weird. Entities, invaders, go to the giant, because the giant spawned a hitbox, and the hitbox had data in it. Let's see. So we got this here. I need to check the... Ow, god fucking it. God damn it, Talix. Hi. Hi, Talix. Hi, you evil son of a bitch. Hi. Hi. Hello, listen the moments ago, lurk. Alright, enjoy your lurk. Well, I code and be tortured. Let's see. So we need to go to attack state. Where's the attack state? Okay, there it is. Let me check here. That's weird. Oh, it doesn't use the with command. Okay, well, how do I do the... Let me check. Tool objects, junk objects. Let me see here real quick. With instance layer, direction equals point direction, speed equals 10. Okay, so here I didn't do the... instantiation either. Down here. Oh, okay, no, it still didn't fire. Let me see. So, let's just say, what's the variable? I'll just say like 90 or something, just to make sure the firing code works and actually spawns the box and makes it go in a direction, right? Okay, but it's not moving anywhere. Let me, speed equals 1. Let me just set that. Okay. So, it's not getting the inputs that I need. You know, I could actually, because I could stick the targeting function directly in the projectile box. It could be called twice. It could be called once initially for your normal aiming, and then once inside the thing. Mainly for UI purposes, but that's just unnecessary. That's just unnecessary. So why can't I... Let me check here real quick. Don't know why it's giving me such a hassle. There's really no reason to. This should just be, hey, use my aiming thing when you do your stuff. Nope, still crashing. Alright, let's, I guess run some debuggers, I guess. So, show... I'm pretty sure this one here should be fine. Show debug message. Aim is equal plus string aiming. Yeah, so that's perfectly 90, that's 180. Yeah, so my aiming thing is working. That's not the issue. It's getting the data. Let me just put aiming and see what happens. I doubt it's gonna work. Nope, it crashed. Do I have to put my fucking ID in? Hold on, let me check here. ID.aiming. Play. No, it still crashed. Okay, this is pissing me off.
Greetings, mortal.
Greetings. Oh, hello. Spoons, how are we, lovely? Look at you, dear. How are we? I hope you're having a good time. Haven't seen you in a while, Spoons. Oh, by the way, Spoons, if I recall correctly, I remember how I met you. I know it was through Ghosty. But I think it was in VR chat we were trying to do drinking games, and then you joined with a bunch of people, I think. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of different people. And we're gonna play Kings, but, like, nobody was ready to play Kings. I think. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of somebody else. Sick playing your new Switch. Ooh, I hope it's fancy. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it is a good time. What you playing on it? What you playing on it? Let's see here. Alright. Ooh, fun. Pokemon Unite. Which one is that, exactly? Give it a minute. Oh, the rip-off? Rip-off in what way? What do you mean? Let's see. Oh wait, did I initialize the... Yeah, it's initialized. It's initialized right here. So it's initialized. And I also checked it too. I know the code's working. It's already set to that. I might have a Miss Cole kicking my butt. Well, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dear. I hope you get better. I wish the best for you, Spoons. And I'm glad to see you here. Of all places you could go, you come here. What makes you want to come here, Spoons? What makes you want to come here, dear? Might have to use other. Let me try other. Or I might have to take this and just put it in the player thing. Oh, it worked. It's not moving, but it worked. It didn't crash. Alright, but I did that earlier. Why is it... Okay, whatever. Let's do other dot weapon dot damage. Let's do this real quick. Play. Oh, okay, now it's working. Y'all don't see this, but it's actually working. Hold on, let me pull this up so you all can see. Let's see. Ow, fuck. So give it 1 minute to load up for you guys. It takes a second for my OBS to be like, hey, you have a game open. Let me see. Just chill vibes? Well, good to see you coming here for chills. So it is now working. We now have projectiles flying fucking everywhere. Yay. And now I'm gonna crash my game because these things do not eliminate themselves. My voice easy on the ears. I do get that a lot, dear. I do get that a lot. I do get that a lot. Thank you. I know there's some people who would like me to do some ASMR, but I've never done that before. Alright, so we have that going. Let me close that off for you guys. Alright, so that's fine, that's fine. Also, actually, there is one thing I do need to add to guns, is we want to add projectile speed. Or shot speed. We'll do shot speed. Shot speed... Well, it's a lot faster than one. Let me look up how fast is a bullet. Not well. Here's the thing, though. If we did realistic speeds, it'd be a little crazy. But let me see something real quick. Yeah, but what is feet into pixels? Okay, well let's assume. Let's say each pixel is like. Let me look at the guy here. Let's say each pixel's like, let's say 4 pixels is like 3 feet, right? So 4 pixels is 3 feet. So how am I going to calculate this? So I divide it by the pixel, so 4. It'll be 675 pixels per second. So we just put 675. That's insane, by the way. We might not even see the damn projectile. Let's just do it. This isn't actually I'm going to make the speed, but I'm just really curious. Matter of fact, we could probably take this and just hold on. Let's go ahead and put this in on shot speed. What? Not you. You. There we go. Alright, it's gonna be something insane. So let's just see how fucking stupid this thing goes flying. Let's see here. So we're over here. We're gonna go shooting. Speed equals other dot weapon dot shot speed. Alright, so let's just see how nuts this is. See how fucking loony this becomes. Alright, let's turn on the game. Give a second for it to load for you guys. It's not loaded just yet for you all. So it's not the game itself, it's OBS catching up. OBS is done. Alright, so I think it's so fast you don't even see it. Oh my god, hold on, let me even check this. Let me put this in the code real quick. I knew it was gonna be so fucking fast you don't see it. Let me see. Shot fired. Let me see. Yep, it's so fast you don't see it. Oh god, yeah, so we're definitely not doing realistic speeds. Obviously. So let's go back here. So, go to guns real quick. How fast do, like, shooters make them? I'm curious. I'm pretty sure they make it pretty accurate for the most part. Except for snipers. If they did sniper would be broken. I know some they just do hit scan as well. I gotta do some research. Well, it doesn't really matter. Really, I just need a speed that, like, kind of feels comfortable. So what we'll do is I'm just gonna play with the speed. So let's just do, we're at 1, let's do 10. See what happens with 10 speed. Let it load for you guys. I really hate that OBS schedule. Because I don't want to stream my screen directly. That'd just be, I'd rather not. Alright. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's weird. Why is it? Make sure it's getting all the inputs. Why is it shooting 90 degrees? I have a dead zone or something? Hold on, I gotta debug this. That was weird. So I was hitting right and it was shooting up for some reason. So if I aim around, it's shooting like normal. Okay, so what was the bug earlier? Not sure. But I do need to add a thing where... I need to add a check real quick. Let's see... Do I need to put... Let me check targeting real quick. Yeah. And... player... inputs dot for wait, no, do I have to we have to do a yeah, I might have to put targeting in because I'm just trying to make it to where if you have no input to your controls, then it should then it doesn't like it just doesn't let you fire. So I need it to check a dead zone so that way it doesn't fire. Let me pull up, let me just run it again. Give me 1 second. Oh damn it, I fucked up a symbol. Hold on. Trying to edit things. Go that, play. It might be a little blank for you guys for a minute. Okay, that's what it is. So let's see. Hold on. All right, let me close that game out for you guys so you can actually see. I'm looking at the numbers on the bottom left, although you have people walking around and able to see it, where it says aim is. That is the percentile of the aim. Trying to get it. Also, you also gotta consider, I have to consider if it's just my controller being bad, or if it's, because this is an old controller, the wires are a little frayed. But it seems okay as far as I can tell. Alright, alright. What was I checking? Let me actually fire here. Oh, that's another thing. I should probably raise... Yeah, hold on. I need to raise the... This needs to be raised a little bit. We actually have to subtract. Let's raise it to, like, shoulder level. So if it's at the bottom at 16, then let's bring it up to, like... let's bring it up by maybe, like, 10. So, y minus 10. That way... There we go, much better. So that way the projectile is actually coming out from where you'd be firing the weapon. Roughly, it will need to be edited a little bit. Because obviously if there's different weapons, then it's going to look a little different, but... Okay, there does seem to be a little dead zone with, like, if you're going, like, from straight up to, like... Because if you look at those numbers there, right? When I turn it around, it gets stuck at those like, the sharp percentages, and I don't want that. I need to look into the code and see if there is a way I can mess with that a little. Because I think we did set dead zone. Let me see here. This here. B direction. Oh, here we go. Let's just hide the targeting controls for right now. I know, keep them open. We can keep them open for now. Player controller. And this we need to... gamepad setup. Gamepad. This function out. Analog sticks. Okay, so where do we set the dead zone? I don't remember. Did I put it in the creation object? Let me see. Well, let me close all this real quick. Get all that closed. I think it's in the manager, I think, and it does async. Okay, that seems like the dead zone. What happens if I put this to 0? Well, hold on. Is that for both axes? Because I don't want both axes to be like that. I just want one of them. So I just want the right analog stick. It doesn't. The right analog stick does not need a dead zone because it's just an aiming thing for both characters. It does not need a dead zone. It can be sensitive as you want because it's not going to fire until you pull the trigger. I think that might be the only. Let's see. That might be the only one. Let me see. Gamepad set. Device dead zone. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's put the point. Let's put the 0 for right now, and let's just see what happens. So let me just set to 0 and then see what happens. Oh, it's not getting any input at all. Interesting. We'll put it to 0.1. Still get stuck at those. That might just be a fact of my controller. That might not be. That might not be an issue with. Let me see. I have to do like a very slight aim. Yeah, I think it's just my controller. I don't think it's a dead zone thing. So yeah, we'll go ahead and re-add that dead zone. Back to 0.2. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just my controller. Let's see. So we got all that going. So we successfully got it injecting the data. It is successfully firing at the proper side. So now what we need to do is What should we do now? There's no reason to put all the weapon data in just yet. I'm more about that once we like weapon swapping and stuff, then I'll start putting that in. Let me think here. What should we put in next? Oh, okay. So I need to do test code for auto and semi-auto. All right. So that's what we got to do. So what we need to do, let me think. So how do I want to do auto and semi-auto? Well, we could have fire type set to just the player themselves. No, but yeah, but I still have to check, like, how do I check the keys, though? Well, hold on, let me check my, let's go to player input real quick. So, the change we have to, things we have to mess with is this right here. So I guess what we can do is let's set the player will have their own little function here. Player soldier. We need to go down to, also let me organize some of their... Actually, here, let's go ahead and take the shooting code and put it in all the states that will have shooting. Because there's no reason not to. Sprinting, you can shoot while sprinting. Although I might add some kind of penalty to it. I don't know for sure yet. That's... We'll see. Well, actually, no, remove it for sprinting. Because normally it wouldn't be for sprinting. You wouldn't be able to shoot. But I might add it, but it scatters the shot. Right? But we'll figure that out later. Let's see. So... For right now, no shooting and sprinting, but later I might add it, but it's less accurate. Walking idle. And I might think, like, why do you need to be accurate shooting the giant? It's not the Leviathan that you need to be accurate for. Unless you shoot him in the head, though. I will have headshot things. I'm going to have a hitbox. I already have it set up. It's just not coded. Where if you shoot them in the head with enough damage, it will stun them or do things. I also had an idea earlier. I don't know if I'll go through with this one, but... I also did have an idea earlier where you could shoot them in the knees with enough damage. Now, with your stupid little pistol and stuff, it's probably not going to happen. But if you have like a rocket or an explosive or something and you hit them in the knees, you can knock them over. Which can be good or bad, because when they fall over, they will destroy things. But because you're just basically demolishing a building at that point. But you know, we'll get that sorted. That's not relevant right now. So what we were doing, we need to get the... Alright, so we need to get the fire mode correct. So what we need to do is we need to go to their... Alright, that's all their idols. We got that sorted. Then we need to go to fire mode equals weapon dot fire mode. Wait, hold on. No, I probably need... Do I want to make a function for it? And it is only for player, kind of. I guess we check it in the function for the fire mode, I guess. Yeah, I guess we check it in the function for the fire mode. Because I was thinking, like, if I could just save the button press here, that way it doesn't have to check it. It just checks it once, and it then switches it again once you have a different gun. But I'm not sure, because it would only save a reference to it. It wouldn't actually update the actual variable each time. Yeah, we'll have to put the code in the shooting itself. It's not too big of a deal, but I will put a note here that in the future we might swap it around, so that way it doesn't have to call the code over and over again. It's a small code, it's very small, it's not a big deal, but, you know, those little things add up when you have a big project. Where the hell was the code I was using? Oh, down here. Alright, so we need to come into here. Oh, it's right here. So this here's gonna be knocked out, or we have to do something else. So what we need to do is we need to come here, and we're checking on the fire mode. So... Oh, side note, I actually don't need a difference between single action... Well, actually, you know what? No. I think it'd be interesting for single action, although it's pretty much only pump action and bolt action. You have to worry about this. The rest is not the case. But I think it would be interesting for like single action weapons, like bolt actions, pumps. There's not going to be one, but if there was a single action revolver, where you shoot and then you have to click again to pump, bolt, whatever. And that's what the fire mode is. That's what delays the fire mode, is you have to actually click the pump. So let's see. So let's do now we're not going to do the single action fire mode yet because that's a special case. We're just going to do semi and full because those are easy. All I'm doing is swapping inputs. So if or wait, should I do a state? Yeah, I should do a state machine because then I could also make pump interesting as well. So let's do switch. Oh no! If we're only using 2, we don't need a switch. I'm trying to think. Okay, how would I do the single action if I did do that? Well, the simple way I could do it is it's not actually its own mode. It's just a semi-auto with a longer fire rate. And actually, honestly, that would be the most efficient way to do it. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we'll do it like that. It'll make it a lot simpler. So in that case, let's just come up here. And we need to... Actually, no, we need to go into object. Gun, oh, no, the gun script. That's where I saved it. So we'll remove this. It is an interesting concept. I do like it, but it's unnecessary, and it adds more code. So basically, all I do to do the single action is you just make the fire rate slower. That's all you have to do. It's not a big deal. No reason to overcomplicate it and stuff. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to condense this even more, and just bring it up here. Save a little room on code. There we go. Let's see here. So where are we? We need to go to the player input. And all we're going to do is an if statement. We don't have to do a switch. Ifs are faster than switches if you're just using like a single check. So if, let's see, we want weapon dot fire. Wait, what is it? Isn't it just regular? Hold on. Well, it's not going to pop up here. That's why it's not popping up. Let me just check. Is it called? It's just fire mode. Okay. So weapon dot fire mode equals fire mode dot full auto. Actually, let's condense this a little more so it's a little easier. So we'll do semi. We'll just knock it down to semi and full to be a little simpler to understand. So it was fire mode full. Let's do. Let me do var input equals 0. Oh, let me do this real quick. It's full input equals global dot player inputs dot. We want, if it's full auto, then it's held. So then we want. Where is it? It's in here. Where are you? Where are you? Where's auto aim? Upheld. Select button. Shooting auto. There we go. Else, and then we just do this. Although I probably will bring it down because if it starts going on this side of the window, I will bring it down. Even though I would like this to be all one code. Because if it's just like a single if else, I like to keep it as one code, but we won't. We have to do it like this. Else it equals shoot semi. There we go. Will let me condense it? It will not, so I will put a region here. It's a small thing, but region condenses a lot of stuff. Checks gun fire mode. Now, this does kind of mess up a little bit to make it a little less modular, potentially, because the Leviathan might not have a fire mode variable or need one. But it's not a big deal. If I need to, I can just throw a simple variable in them to save a little bit on function code. Checks gun fire mode. If input. Alright, so now, let me go to... Well, first, let's make sure, even if it's still semi, we still have to check if it works. Oh, what do we do? Oh, we fucked up. Where do we fuck up at? Where is it? Ow, fuck! Ow! God damn it, Talix, why? I thought you were busy, like, letting loose hell. Right? I thought you were in a different hell, not this hell. Oh, by the way, Talix, because I know you don't pay attention to Discord. Just won your match. Congratulations on bringing hell, but now you're bringing hell to me, so now I'm not congratulating you. God damn it, Talix, fuck you. But, check the announcements on the Vasago Discord, by the way, Talix, so if you're interested. It's not up yet, but eventually I will be switching my Discord community to a different Discord. Because I'm resetting it from my Discord from the ground up. Because I do want to start being a little more active there. Just a thing for you to read. Okay, it's semi... now, here's the problem with the auto, though. I don't have a fire rate thing set, so this thing's just gonna be pewing out like a million bullets really, really fast. As fast as the frame rate will allow it. So I'm ready for insanity by doing this. Auto. Alright, I'm ready for my... It's not actually gonna kill my PC, but jokingly, it's gonna... I'm waiting for my PC to die. What? Auto. Oh, full. Actually, no, I want it to be... Let's make it auto, and we're gonna go up here and change it to auto. Yeah, it's a lot easier to understand. So you're like, hey, this is automatic weapon. God fucking damn it. Oh god, hold on, you all gotta see this. That load for you guys. Ah, bullets! 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 Bullets, 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 bullets. Alright. So we got that. Okay, so... Now we need to include fire rate. And we're gonna keep that pistol automatic for right now. Oh, he's got like a Glock switch or something. I don't fucking know. Also, we can remove this debug. We don't need it anymore. Let's see here. We don't have to throw fire rate in here. If input, and weapon dot fire rate. Well, no, fire rate is a set command. No, that's measure against it. So, how do we want to do this? So we don't want to track it in here, because if we track it in here, because mind you, your fire rate is tracked no matter which mode you're in, because it's based on the gun. So it'd have to be a different function, and be called before the shooting function. Actually, I could just put it in the step command. I don't have to put it in the state, because it's just a perpetual thing. Your fire rate is always calculated, no matter what state you're in, whether you're stunned or whatever. I mean, if I want to be anal about it, it's like single action weapons I have to where it depends on your state, because if you're stunned, you can't pump a shotgun and so on. But that's not a big deal. I'm not going to track that. That's just unnecessary. Nobody cares. So let's go into the step. So it would be before state, I would say. Also, we're not coding it here right now, but I am going to think about it, so... what should we call it? Fire rate tracker? Shot tracker? I'll just call it fire rate timer. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to... Should I just put in the gun script? It's not, because you don't do any input. Yeah, we'll put in the gun script. And we'll put it up here. Function fire rate timer. And I'm glad I don't have to put it in the states, thankfully, because the code can get complicated when you use state machines. The state machines are completely necessary, but they get complicated. Oh, I did not turn that off. But they're completely necessary. Well, save entities are actually, by definition, they're not meant to be super complicated. They're meant to make the usual way to code it simpler, or at least more easy to understand and debug. But it's still complex in terms of its nature. Let's see here. So, fire rate timer. So this would check on individual things. As a matter of fact, I would even argue that even the entities would have it. However, the entities also include the giants, or the leviathans. So I probably won't put it in there by default, maybe? So let me go to the player real quick. So I'm trying to think if I want to call it in here. Well, no, because not every entity has a gun, though. So no, not every single one would have a fire rate check. So let's see. We have weapons here. Fire mode. I'll name this fire ready equals 0. Let's put a when 0 allows firing of weapon. Come on, switch over, you know you're blue. And this is just initializes starting weapon. Now we might add a weapon wheel, think like Doom or something, like a weapon wheel. But we're not going to worry about that right now, so we're just going to have this one gun for testing purposes for the moment. Sets initial fire mode for input. What else do we have? Let's see. Anything else? So fire ready equals 0. Or let's say fire timer. It's a little easier to understand in the code if I put fire timer. Okay, so now we need. Okay, so we go into player input. Come to here, and we go. If you fire, then fire timer equals weapon dot fire rate. Fire timer is less than or equal to 0. Vectile. I'm not going to do a whole lining up here. It's too big. Let's see. Resets timer for rate of fire. Fire timer equals weapon.fire rate. And fire rate. So do we just do minus minus? Well, do I even need a function for that? I think I do, because it already handles it in here. I don't think I do. I just have to call it over here. Hold on. Let's go to player soldier. Step. I mean, if I want to keep it simple, I could just keep it as a function. Just in case, so I don't have to do it over and over again, because it might be called multiple times. Let's see. If fire timer is greater than 0, fire timer minus minus. Well, I don't know if we're going to do -1. We might have to make that even smaller than just 1. Because these are very fast weapons. Or, hold on. Hold on, wait. What if I set the timer to 1? Hold on. I'm cooking. Well, we'll use it like... let me just test this real quick. Anyway, so we have fire rate timer, placeholder fire rate timer, and then the state's going to go into the shooting function here. Okay, so let's do fire rate timer and let's reduce it a little more. So let's go into guns. Let's see. Oh, also, what let's do is just so this will help me out with the variables. Actually, by that logic, shouldn't I also put the shooting? I'll worry about that later. That's a factor I'll worry about later. Function found. Let's see. Ticks fire rate found in script guns. Just in case if I need to go reference. Well, no. I'm an idiot. Why do I have to find that? I can just click it. What am I talking about? What am I doing? What am I doing? Runs state machine. Yeah, I don't really have to know that, but it's just nice to have everything commented and neat. There we go. All right, so we got that. Now we need to go to fire rate timer. So how do we want to track this even better? Trying to think of a better way to run this. It's not a complex one. Well, for experimental purposes, let's just go ahead and just put an arbitrary... let's put like... Okay, here, let's do this for experimental purposes. Let's put it to 0.1. And we're going to go to our gun stats real quick. And we're going to change the fire rate of this. You're not bugged out, are you? Okay. We'll change the fire rate to just 1. Oh, it's 1 second. So we actually kind of have it backwards, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, see? So it slowed it down. And then if I come over here and I set it to, say 2... It makes it even slower. Y'all don't see it, sorry. I forgot to switch the window over. But, no, it's working. One second, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick. 1 second. I realized I was muted. Thank you for pointing it out, Spuddy. Because we don't typically do that. Thank you, Spuddy. How's my Spud? How's my Spud? Look at the Spud. I hope you're happier today. Ba 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 ba. Get your bop, Spuddy. How are you, Spud? You know I adore you. Don't forget that. Woke up a little. Thank you. How are you? We're good. We're doing code for game. We're going game code. Let's see. So this should fire about 5. 1 Mississippi. Yeah, about 5. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we now have fire rate proper. I just have to calculate how many shots in a fraction of per second and put it in, and we're good to go. So we now have fire rate properly working. Alright, we're moving along. Now, if I wanted now... so I want to do like a weapon wheel. Right. So let's see. How do I want to go about that? Well, I don't want to do any UI right now. I do not want to do UI at the moment. Actually, hold on, let me pull this up and check something on my controller specifically. I'm just looking at numbers at the bottom. I'm not actually looking at the actual game. All right, I'm checking dead zones. I got 90 right there. 135, 180, 125 dead zoned. Okay. Alright, so... I could go ahead and get the weapon swap thing going. Now, you won't really see it in UI, but what I can do, actually... I'm gonna go into these sprites real quick, get some more debugs going. That way I don't have to make the UI, I can actually see it's working. Because UI is a pain in the ass, and I'm not in the mood to work on it right now. Let's see, because it takes a little bit more planning unless you're trying to use some things. Because you don't want there's a function called the draw function, and you don't want that calling over and over again. You want to reduce those as much as possible, because that's probably one of the heaviest resources in Game Maker is the draw function. Let's see, create sprite. Actually, no, we just duplicate. Hold on, just duplicate that. Let's say green. We need at least 8 of them, so we're just gonna make a bunch of these. Let's duplicate pink. Duplicate orange. Let's duplicate. Whoop. Duplicate. Where's it at? I can't duplicate all that one. But yeah, so doing all the coding, Spotty. Actually, did you hear about what the game's supposed to be about? I don't think I told you. I don't think I did. Let's see. Not yet. So this is a game. It's going to be called Leviathans. It's a play on words with the the word love and then like Leviathan, like a giant monster. It takes inspiration if you're familiar with the game Rampage. Or the game, there's one on Steam right now called like the Terror of Hemosaurus or something. Yeah. So you can play as either if you think just like the game Rampage, right? To play as the monsters, just think Rampage. Or you play as the humans trying to fight the monster. It's not just the monster though, it's also both the Leviathan as well as the humans have their own armies that fight as well. Because I thought it'd be boring if you're just fighting the monster, because the AI is not going to be too complex. So I added a bunch of enemies. There'll be a bunch of enemies as well to shoot. It won't just be the Leviathan. The Leviathan will just be the biggest threat, usually. However, the little twist with mine, though, is that the Leviathans are just kaiju ladies, is what I'm going to do. Just a little fun thing. It's not anything... It's not... It's safe for work, don't worry. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be very cute. But the problem I'm going to be worried about, though, is that the Leviathans are going to be 128 by 128 pixels. And that's a lot of fucking animation that I have to do well. Like, it has to look good. Like, if you're making a game where one of the appeals is the, pretty ladies, you have to get very good at it. So that's gonna be difficult. You gotta know what you're doing with pixel art to make it look good at that size. But we'll see. We'll get it sorted. It doesn't mean everything has to be pixel art, though. I wouldn't have a problem if you ever played the game Shantae. I think there's Pirate's Curse and there's Risky's Revenge. I think Risky's Revenge used it, I'm not sure. But where, you know, it's pixel art game, but when the characters are talking, or if you're in like the main menu, like the start menu, it's all regular art. I wouldn't be against that. Well, of course, I would like to do my own art mainly, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I start building this up and this actually starts leading up to something, which I'm pretty sure it will, I will be working on maybe a Patreon for it. Patreon purposes would primarily be to maybe get some extra artists. Not the sprite work and everything in the game itself, I'm going to do myself. There might be some exceptions here and there, but for the most part, I want to do all the sprite work myself. But the things I wouldn't mind commission people for if I had the money for it. I mean, I do, but I don't want to spend too much money. So if I get Patreon donations, it would help. It's not gonna come up anytime soon, though. I'm not gonna buy a Patreon until I have like a solid demo going. If I get a solid demo, then I'll worry about Patreon and such potential. Yeah, I want a demo of at least like a very basic level or something. But arts for any non-pixel art, if I do decide to put it in here, it will be what the money would go towards. Probably music. Like I'd probably compose like the very basic parts of the songs, but I'd probably want to commission out getting like the complex like mixing and stuff like that. I'm not very good with that, so we'll see. Or I might not though, because I don't mind using just basic like bit music. But for this kind of game, if you know, if the appeal is cute ladies, I don't want the music to be very bland, you know. So I gotta make sure it's good. The other thing I would have to commission out voices. If I decide to have voice acting, that would definitely be something I'd commission out. Yeah, so voices, non-pixel art, and maybe music I would commission out. Maybe music. Again, I would still put the, you know, foundations of the song, but I wouldn't do the final piece, like the final editings and instruments and all that sort of thing. I would assign that to somebody else. I'll probably do the bass composition, but not the extra stuff to really make it go bumping, if you get what I'm saying. But everything else, though, the code, the sprite work, for the most part, there might be... I have to look into that one. But for sprite work, for the most part, because all these pixel art for everything else is very easy. It's actually very easy. Because the little people... oh, indeed. The little people are like just 16 by 16 sprites. It's easy. That's nothing. And then like a tank, for example, like would be like the larger side of stuff. It wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be that too much bigger, like maybe like 32 by 64 or 48, or maybe like one dimension higher than that. Excuse me. That, and I do find, at least on small pixel, not big pixel art, but like on small pixel art scales, I find vehicles a lot easier to do than people. So it's not, or sorry, yeah, big pixel art scales, objects and machines are a lot easier than anatomy. So when you get smaller, well, you can do shortcuts because it's small pixel resolution. You're not going to see it anyway. Let's see here. All right, back to this. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, we're getting I was thinking weapon swap. What was I doing for the weapon swap? I was going to plan something. I was testing my controls for degrees, and which we confirmed. Yeah, because there's also a UI aspect to it. Oh, wait, I remember what I was doing. I was adding these. We need to add more of these. So we already have yellow, blue. We need about 2 more. Let's do white. We'll do duplicate. We'll do purple. Alright, then we actually go in here and change the colors. All we're gonna do is just get the bucket here. Bam. This is green. Get the bucket, damn it. No, it's gonna be pretty busy, but we're going at very slowly one at a time. I'm enjoying because it gives me a nice hobby. Because I'm gonna be honest, playing games has mostly been getting pretty boring to me. It's hard for a game to keep my attention much anymore. For the most part, there are some exceptions. And I do have games I pop in every now and then just to mindlessly go shoot some things, but for the most part, though, video games themselves have been getting boring for me. So I'm gonna make games instead, because I played them for so long and I've yet to make one. And I should have. The kid in me would fucking love it with the knowledge I have now. It makes me wish I did it earlier. So I would know so much more if I did than I do now. Alright, so we got all these set up. So this is the reason why I did this was because I'm not gonna have any UI elements. So I basically have to do guesswork and switch with weapons, and the only way I'll know is because the bullet projectile will be a different color. Now let's input the code here real quick. Oh wait, no, actually we need to add more guns. So let's go add some more guns. Ooh, wait a minute, I just remembered something. We'd have to do projectiles for like shotguns and stuff, and that'd be a little different. We'll figure it out later. I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. That's something for later. That's not relevant at the moment. Let's go to guns. Let's see, fire rate was to be 0.3 actually. Let's see, these are all the same. About semi-auto is about 0.3. We do need to add a new variable, but also I would like to change these, but I'll worry about that later. That's not a big deal. Actually, we'll just copy this here. Let's do shotgun. God damn it. Ooh, excuse me. Hit it, come on. Ow! Let's see, we have a total of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Oh wait, shit. No, don't do this yet. There's one thing I can do real quick before I add all those. Let's go into here. Zoom. Zoom will be relevant later, it's just not relevant right now. But zoom will be relevant later. Because if you have a sniper, you can aim out further than you can with... Well, no, because it's a twin-stick shooter. It wouldn't really matter much. I'll figure it out another time. That's not a big deal right now. It's not even really being used. So let's see. So this one we need to do a sprite. Or, projectile. Ooh. Bullet. Sprite. Square. Red. Alright, so we're just going to copy this code over here. Damn it. Let's get this over here. Let's do red, blue, green, and then we'll just copy this here. I'll put the little comma there so it doesn't screw me later. We'll put random names here, even though these aren't like main names. Shotgun. Just so I don't have to actually come back here and look, because I'll know what they are automatically by calling them. Shotgun, assault, rifle, sniper. Let's see. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Sniper. Rocket launcher. I'll just call it rocket. Little rocket. And this last one, let's just do machine gun. Okay, and then obviously these are going to be changed. These aren't actually going to be permanent things for later. So we got green. All right, we got red, blue, and green. So let's do purple. We'll do pink. Purple, pink, white. Let's see. Do we have yellow? Red, blue, green, purple, pink, white, yellow, and what's the last one we need? Orange. Orange. Yeah, the data in here doesn't matter, it's just the color that matters, and I need 3 different ones to know that it is properly switching. So the idea would be that you could have 8 weapons carrying with you. There might be some limitations to what you can carry. Just think like Doom. Just think the more recent Doom games. Now I need to set this up in a way where you use your little twin stick. You hold the left trigger, and when you hold the left trigger, you can switch weapons. Is basically the idea. So let's go over to where do I want to put that is the question. Well, okay, is there a state where you can't switch weapons? So let me think this. So that way I know if I need to put it in the state machine. I'd rather just not put it in the state machine at all. It makes it a lot easier. So I'd say no. So we're not going to put it in the state machine. It makes it easier to debug, and I don't have to mess with too many things. It's simple. It's nice and simple. So let me go to player soldier real quick. As a matter of fact, I want to take... I want to do a region here. Stack region. Tag end region, and we're gonna name this just be general gun functions. This what we'll do it, and this here we're gonna name weapon swap. Now the question is, let's just swap. I'm still gonna put comments here, even though it's not necessary. Weapon swap, swapping. Always like to keep things organized, even though it's very menial. Let's see. So we don't even need to look at it. We just know it's there. We don't have to worry about the player code itself at all. Weapon swapping. Well, that is only for the player soldier, so we could go ahead and put it in the soldier function if we wanted to. But I also don't want to put too many there, so I might just put it in the gun script because it makes sense for it to be in here. But then again, by that logic, I may as well put the shooting and target. Well, not the targeting, but the shooting script should be in here too. But we'll worry about that later. I'll worry about that later. The shooting script I would like to modulate out between player and if you play as a Leviathan or a soldier, but we're not going to worry about that right now. That's not a big deal at the moment. Hounds are doing hound things. Bork, bork. I just know, thankfully, with some exceptions, most of the player, like the soldier code is very, very simple for the most part. The Leviathan code, God help me when I get to the grabbing control, like you grab little people where you grab objects off the ground and stuff. God help me when I get to that code. Because it's not even just the code, it's also, in the art assets, it's going to be hard because you have to make it actually look like they're carrying something properly, and it's going to be annoying. And I'd also want to make different animations for if you're carrying something heavy or something like if you're carrying either a little person or you're carrying a tank, it's gonna be different. One's gonna be heavy. So yeah, it's gonna be a little annoying. Did I ever put this as... Alright, I hate doing this. It's not my style code, but because it will only let me bracket it out if I do this, I will put it there. I don't like putting brackets here. It doesn't hurt your code or anything. It's just I like to keep it consistent. It's just for some things, GameMaker for some reason wants me to keep it up there, and it's annoying. So unfortunately, I do have to keep it up there. Let's see, but I can comment out all this entire code. Matter of fact, I'll put it. I know it says gun stats there pretty obviously, but it just makes it easier just in case. Let's see. Always try to make everything as straightforward as you can. All right, so. Because you never know when you're really, really tired and you're trying to code and you're just not paying attention to what the hell's going on. Okay, because I do that a lot. So what was I checking now? I need to go to... Oh yes, we need to make a weapon swap function. Do I want to put it here, or do I want to put it in player input? I'll put it in player inputs, because we already had all these here. So we may as well go ahead and put it in here. I would put in targeting. Should I change this to, like, projectile code? Shooting code? Oh, also, let me clean this up a little bit. Pop. There we go. Yeah. Pop. Check. I'll say projectile, because it's not always a bullet. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. That way, like, I don't even... Now, granted, yes, you would want to pull it up to look at the code specifically. Excuse me. But, generally speaking, I won't have to, like, look. I just know what this does and what's in there. And if I think, like, oh, well, there's a bug somewhere, I need to go find it. I look in here like, oh, it's probably in here, because this checks on the gunfire. Maybe it's the gunfire that's messing up. Stuff like that. For whatever reason. Let's see, we got targeting. This could probably be... Well, no, actually, we do want to keep this debug. This is a very important debug, actually. We will keep that. We're gonna need that debug to check the weapon swap and make sure all the dead zones are not screwing us over. So what the hell was I doing next? We're gonna put weapon swap here. Input check parameters, player movement functions. Maybe I'll just name it attack functions. Yeah, we'll do that. So region attack or combat functions. How about that? Actually, no. Let's name it combat functions here. Combat controls. There we go. We'll put it up there, and we'll just leave it in here. That way, it's a little straightforward. We'll put some things here. Let's name this one, or let's. I'm just trying to put comments here so that way we know where everything is. Yes, I know the function is obvious and says what it does, but it's good. I try to keep things really, really, really tight. Your brain thanks you later when you do this. Let's see. So let's put in. Let's see. Sets up aiming. Adds input to aiming variable. There we go. And then down here, function shooting, it's just, you know, manages is shooting. Yeah, just keep things a little simple. And then we close it. We don't have to look at it at all. I don't want to see their fucking face no more. Alright. Don't come around knocking at my door. American woman. Weapon swap. Okay, so what we're going to do with this here, actually I will pull up targeting because I'm probably going to steal some of the code. So we're going to grab this here. Oh wait, do we want to check if... Anyways, alright, so if global dot player inputs dot, it'll be right there, weapon swap. This is basically if you hold in the left trigger. Let's see, if you are weapon swapping, and we'll put here. See. If it'll be the do I have to put point direction or stop doing that, me. Yeah, I think we will have to get, yeah, because it gives a percentile, so we do have to get point direction. So var selection direction equals point direction, and we're just going to copy this code over here. There is something we do have to change in it because you're not using the right stick. Wait, no, you are using the right stick. Yeah, because you have to move around. The idea is that you can move while swapping weapons, so yeah, it's the right stick, not the left stick. So actually, no, we do not have to mess with that code at all. It's the same code. Alright, so then we have that, so we have the direction. Let's see here. So we need to set the parameters for which direction is done. This is going to be very annoying because I have to remember which one. Here, let me do this. So that way I have a little thing. I ain't got to write it. Let me 1 second. Let me run the game. Because I have the aim code and I can just look at the aim code. Oh, let me think. So we're going... Let's start... Start right, because right is 0. Let me see here. Is it... Hold on, is it even going to perfectly 0? You all can see it there on the bottom left, although our head's kind of blocking the way. That is weird. So apparently my controller will get perfect dead zones for each, like, 8 cardinal directions, except for 0. When I go to 0, it's like point... It's always at like 16 and point something. That's actually kind of annoying now that I think about it, because what's going to happen... There is a better way I could do it. Instead of just doing percentile... Yeah, but then I have to do, like, double checks and stuff, and that's kind of annoying. Because I could just check directly the input instead of turning it into a percentile, and that would make it a lot easier. Because then you're just checking for, like, you know, if the right and down is held, which means you're going diagonally bottom right, then switch to this. It would make it a lot easier. But, Let me think. How do I want to do this? I mean, I guess I could do that, but then it would be a lot of if-else statements, though. Where the percentile... Well, then again, so will the percentile. And actually, actually, yeah, because if I do the percentile, I'd have to... Yeah, okay, yeah, we're not doing percentile. Now I think about it, it's actually a bad idea. It works, but if I do percentile, I have to measure between all the percentiles, and plus, if my controller is off, then it's going to get really wonky with certain dead zones within the 360 degrees. Instead, we're just going to get direct, like, 0 and 1s from the input itself, and that should be a lot better. So what we're going to do is fuck this, we don't need this. So instead we're going to do var hor input. Input equals global dot player player inputs. Oh, excuse me. Hor aim. Then we're gonna do ver input. Hor aim. Okay. So we're just getting these inputs. This just gets controller's inputs. And these return between -1 to 1. So we could just deduce what's what and figure it out. So let's see here. Now, it is a bit of branching path. There probably is a much better way for me to do this, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. I'm just trying to get it and make sure it works. So, if for input equals, well, let's see. There's one, yeah, it's -1, 0, and 1. So, -1. Then what we'll do is that, else if, for input equals 0, do that, else if. We do have to put an else if at the end because if you have none of them have any input, well, no, because then they both all would be 0 anyway, so whatever. So maybe I should put as long as the other inputs are not both 0, but no, that's not necessary because then it won't go through anything anyway, so it's fine. So yes, we do have to do the else if. But then again, if I want to not loop over and over again, I should check if both are 0, because then it's only one check repeating as opposed to... Well, no, it's not necessary, because you have to hold the left trigger in anyway in order for it to even do the checks, so that's not a big deal. Let's see, where were we? So if hor input equals -1, that, then we need to come down here because we have to differentiate a little more. Let's see. I'm thinking I could use a switch here. Can I just use a switch? I'm pretty sure I could just use a switch here. Let me see if I can get a switch working, because that'd be a lot easier for if else. Like, because generally, if you're doing if you can use a switch and you have more than like 2 checks, then you want to use a switch. Let's see, switch. Let's see, we want to do hor input case 1 break case 0 break case -1. There we go. That's much better. All right, that's much better. Break. Much better. And then we need to check for we need to check for the vertical input as well. However, the thing is, let me think here. So, yeah, because the vert input would also be a little annoying. Anyways, do we need to do a full switch within a switch here? So if it's, let's see, if horizontal is 1, yeah, vert could also be, yeah, so we do have to do multiple switches here. So that's gonna be a little annoying, but luckily it's only gonna check one. It's not a repeating thing. It's only gonna check one and then move on to the next one. That's why you use switches, because it just immediately goes to what values need. It doesn't have to go through almost every single one till it finds it. So let's see, switch ver input case 1 break. And honestly, these breaks on here are actually kind of redundant, but we're putting them in anyway. Let's see. There's case 1 break. Case 0 break. Then case -1 break. And let's go down. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. And anything else to clean here? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. Could add some regions here, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So we're going to grab this, because this is... Did I put this... What? Oh, God, there's an extra thing there. We're going to grab this, and we're putting it in between the other ones as well. There we go. Alright, so we're good on these. Now, case 0, this one we probably don't need. I could probably just delete this one. Because 0, if it's 0, nothing happens. So I guess just delete it, because 0, 0 does nothing. Let's see, so case -1. Let's see, so case 1. Oh, we'll just go down the line here. So let's see, let's make sure it should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there are 8. Okay. Weapon equals global.gun stats dot. We'll just go down the line here. So we'll just copy this. Actually, copy right there. Dot. Hand cannon. Actually, we'll copy before the dot, so we can just like type the dot and it'll show us all the things. Machine gun. Dot. Magnum. Dot. Pistol. Dot. Rocket. Dot. Shotgun. Dot. Sniper. Okay. And that's all it is. That's all the code is. I just need to... Yeah, we already have weapon swap in there. So it should work now. Let me pull it so you all can see it. Give it 1 second for the load on your all's end. Give it a minute. Come on. Come on, OBS. Stop being stupid. There we go. Alright, so if I shoot, we have red right now. If I do this... Oh, no, not that. Should fire? Is it not firing? Okay. Alright, we're going to have to do some debugs. It should not be too hard, though. So let's grab... I don't think this will be a hard fix. It should be pretty self-explanatory. So it's not firing for some reason. That makes no sense why it wouldn't. So I need to go... What was I checking? I need to grab a debug. Let's see. Actually, what we could do, we can literally just type this out and it'll literally tell us what we have. So we'll just do show debug message string Weapon. We do have to call it after, though. We don't call it before. That way it will actually have the accurate one that we have. Oh, damn it. And we will see what is going on. Save. Alright, load up for you guys. I forgot to turn it off earlier, but whatever. Alright. It's not showing the... It's not showing... Hold on. Can't see... Shot speed 10, zoom 1, sprite bullet. Reference sprite 14, damage 4. Alright, oh wait, no, I think I know what it is. Hold on. I think I know what it is. Sprite blue, sprite green. No, it's... Oh wait, no, I know what it... I didn't set the sprite, I don't think. I don't think that's why. So let me go into input real quick. Or not input, the no, is it input? It might be input. Yeah, shooting. You do need to add something to the shooting function. Not you. Instance get... Alright, so sprite, or image... Or not image index. Sprite index equals other dot weapon dot... what do we name it? We named it... Sprite bullet. Sprite bullet. Hopefully this works now. We will see. Alright, so here's our... Wait for it loads for you guys. Alright, so we're now firing normally. Nope, it's not firing. That is very strange. I don't know why it suddenly doesn't want to fire. Very strange. Let me try to get... which one did I assign the pistol to? So okay, see if I can switch back to the pistol, at least. Where was I? Which one did I assign? No, not that one. Let's see, the pistol is assigned to... 0 horizontal, -1 vertical, so up. This pistol is assigned up, which I find a little bit appropriate. So let's see, firing, go up. Okay, it's firing down. That's strange. That is very weird. So the pistol works, but the other ones don't. That is very strange. And I can switch back to... Watch. I'll switch out, so now I can't fire. I switch back to the pistol, and now I can fire. So I have to go look at something. Something's up with the code. Okay. So let's go... Let me check the gun data real quick. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Let me double check. Yep, I know exactly what it is. The code's fine. It's because this is too fast. I forgot to reset this for all of them. It's always small things like that when you're coding. I forgot to set the speed. Also, they're not automatic either. These are all semi. So I have to tap it over and over again. 10. Just set them all these shot speeds to 10. 10. Save. Alright, now let's go into game true and see how it works. Now, of course, there's nothing telling you all in the game yet. That would be a UI thing. Just think like Doom. Like how Doom has its weapon wheel. That's how I'd probably have it. The only problem is if I have it to where the player can climb, I'd be a little worried about how what button I would be pressing for them to climb. It's a little bit of a worry, but I'd figure it out later. Anyway, so let's test the code. Shooting, it's fine. Now if I go down here... Oops, wrong one. Hold on. And now we're blue. We go over here. Now we're purple. We are the other one. Although there's a little bit of a delay to it. I think... Oh, that's probably because the fire speed, obviously. One Mississippi. Yeah, it's semi. It's very slow. That's why. Yeah. So if I go back to pistol... A little bit faster because it's automatic. Alright. So yeah, we got it. So we have weapon swapping. Dark Flame got the seal because nobody else did. You got your yoink. Y'all got yoinked by Dark Flame. Ha 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 ha. Beans I shall consume. Donka. Yes, Dark Flame. I will take care of myself, lovely. Oh, good pops. I actually needed that. I actually needed that stretch. Thank you, Spotty. Alright, so we got weapon swapping. Because now we know when we switch this data, it's fine. Now I need a way. Let's do a shotgun blast, right? Or shoots pellets. So the good thing is I don't have to change the rest of these for that. I just changed the one thing. I just had like pellets or something. Like projectiles. Now I could add the rest of them technically and just have it equal 1 just for debugging purposes and to prevent crashes. For now, I'm just going to add 1. So what we're going to do is let's go to fire rate. Projectile. Actually, no, not here, not here. Let's go to shotgun. We'll say 5 projectiles, right? Fire rate. 5. Nope, no, 5, not 6. Say it shoots 5 projectiles. Shotgun. Ooh, excuse me. Now this one's gonna be a little more complicated. So, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and add projectiles to everything. That way, it'll make it easier to code later. And it's not a big deal, because we just set them all to 1, and we just don't think about them again. Actually, let me grab this here. Matter of fact, I'll take the pistol and keep it to 5, that way I ain't gotta switch over to the shotgun. That'll make it a little easier. Make this one 5. Yeah, I just want to get the shotgun code going, because really, it's really just the shotgun you have to worry about this with. The only other one that could be a little strange would maybe the flamethrower, but the flamethrower is just like a gun with a really high fire rate. That's not really like a problem here. Also, it switches to semi. Let's see here. So we need to go to what was it checking? Oh yeah, we need to put projectile into everything. Oh wait, what? Oh, we already did that here. Alright, so we got that. Now I gotta think how I'm going to do the code. So we don't really have to add any extra conditions. We just have to add a check to see how if it's higher than 1 projectile. Or, alternatively, okay, so we do a fire thing that says for each projectile fire. That's fine. But we need a thing that determines the pattern in which it fires. Because right now, all my projectiles just go straight. I would also want my projectiles to do different things. Like, you know, maybe there's a little bit of bullet drop. There's the scatter of a shotgun, you know. Let me think here. I think just for a shotgun right now. So... Honestly, actually, I might have to think about... I am getting a little tired. I will think about that one later. Because that's going to require me dealing with getting angles sorted out and yeah, basically just sorting out angles and such. Yeah, we'll sort that out later. I think that's all we do right now. So we got weapon swapping done. We got... well, we got weapons in general done, really. Like, just weapons in general, they all work. There's still more to add to it, though. We need projectile behaviors, maybe some bullet drop. Bullet drop shouldn't be hard. I think bullet drop... Actually, all I have to do for bullet drop... You know what? You know what? You know what? I got an idea. I got an idea. Well, we're going to do that right now. Because that should not be hard. This is what modular code is for. Now, it won't act exactly how I want it to act, but we're still going to check it. So, we go to this projectile code here. We're going to the steps. Yes, yes. And then we are going to go do, let's see. First off, we do want a collision check. So, if place, because the projectile destroys itself when it hits a wall or something. If place meeting x, y, global dot obstacle tile map instance destroy, so it destroys itself. And we want this to be the last one called, so that way it doesn't go back and check other functions. This has to be the last one called. All right, so it should destroy itself when actually we can even test it right now. So if we aim to our right, or our left, sorry. Yep, destroys itself. Bam, bam. Oh, you don't see it. Hold on, wait for it to see. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. I'm a little worried about these dead zones. Again, I really think these are just my controller. I really hope this isn't a, I think it's just my controller. I don't think it's actually the code. Because it shouldn't be. Like, worst case scenario, I'd have to add something to counteract that, but I hope it's not an issue in the future. But, yep, it destroys itself when it touches the tiles. Alright, so now we got that. All we have to add is gravity, fall gravity. And then we need to add y. Where did I put, what code was it? Let me check it real quick. Gravity code. Fall collision, that's what it was. Alright, now this might not work perfectly, because there might be, it's a little different with projectiles. Let's wait for it to show up for you guys. But, I mean, hey, who knows, maybe it will work fine. Oh god, it crashed. Well. It did. No, it's actually a simple fix. All I have to do is add a Y speed to the projectile. So we just need to go to the create event, create, and then Y speed equals 0. Oh god, that's a big fucking drop. Jesus Christ. I'll wait for y'all to pop in, then we'll get this going. That's a big fucking projectile drop. Hold on. If I shoot straight up, will it come down? Will it come down? It is a little on the faster side. And there is terminal. Oh, I think it doesn't have jump. It technically doesn't have a jump function. I might have to do a different code for. Also, it's kind of straightening out too. It's not even like falling fully. Let me see. Let me go all the way over here. Y'all don't see it, but I'm actually still over here. Yeah, it's not even like falling properly. As a matter of fact, if I go over here. Oh, I know why. I know why it's doing that. It's doing that because what, did it just fucking bounce? What the fuck? I don't even know. I have no fucking clue how it's doing that. Well, it's because of the direction and the way the Y I have it coded. I know why. No, I don't know the specific part, but I know why. It's because the reason why is because my jump here is roughly like also I might have to fix this jump. Feels a little too heavy, but or too slow rather. But my jump here assumes that the character's direction is at default, which is, you know, standing straight up. The bullet, the default is this way, like straight to my right. Although it does bounce. That's not too bad. Here's what we do. It's actually a very simple thing we should be able to do. Just remove fall collision. Y plus equals Y speed. Actually, no, that might not fix it, actually, because it's because objects have a different code than... Oh, did that fix it? I don't know. If it comes back down, then yes, it fixed it. Oh no, it's because of direction again. Damn. So we need a way to figure it out despite direction. So let me look at my gravity code, because we're going to have to make a separate gravity code for projectiles. Let me clean up some of this a little bit. Oop. Let's see, save, and not capsulate. I'll worry about that later. So we're not worried about this code here. We don't have to do a check on ground, because it's not going to be on the ground. If it's on the ground, it detonates. Y speed plus equals global grav. Huh. That's strange. This actually should make it come down immediately. Probably because it technically doesn't have the things in the jump code, I think. Yeah. That's probably something I'll have to sort out later. I'll sort that out later. More about that another time. It's not that big. It's really not that big of a deal, though. Let me play with it a little bit, though. I want to play with it. How goofy this is. That's some serious fucking drop. So yeah, the drop would definitely have to be a lot more subtle. Also, it seems the drop is not consistent. Let me see, if I go straight to my left, straight... Okay, so the left and right are the same. Wait, what the fuck did it just... Why is it... Is there a delay here? What? Hold on. Why is it continuing shooting to my left? Oh, wait, I think I... Okay, that is a bug, I'll note. So what happens is, if I... Say I'm aiming right, or left, right? And then I drop my stick to 0, and then go to the other side, it will bug out. Let me... Actually, that might be a simple fix, actually. Let me look at... player inputs real quick. Let me see. Let me try something real quick. Let me put aiming equals 0, or sorry, equals aim direction. Wait, hold on, what? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, aim direction. And comment this out, and let's see what happens. See if the bugs still exist, or if it makes some more bugs. Wait for it to move on your all's end. There we go. Nope, seems to have fixed it when I do that. Yep. What happens if I do make it 0? Okay, so what I would have to do is I would have to have it to where... I wish it would come back down. My only guess is maybe they're going outside the room and disappearing. So I think Game Maker might automatically delete them when they leave the actual game room. I don't know if it does, but you know. This is obviously not how I want projectiles to behave, but you know. Let me see. So it always defaults to 0, which is over there. Let me think. How do I deal with the dead zone issue? Because the previous problem was if I drop to 0 and then move over. Let me put that code back in. Actually, you know what? That might actually not be a bad idea, because... to keep it like that. You know, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Because... well, you know, okay, imagine the game, right? You're on the streets, and it's not just the Leviathan, there's also, like, random enemies around, right? And assume I'm shooting perfectly straight, and there's not some weird drop here. So, you know, I'm shooting up at, like, whatever the fuck's in the sky, and there's, like, some big brute in front of me, and I don't even have to aim, I'm shooting straight ahead at the brute. Kill him, and then I start shooting back at the thing, you know? You don't have to, like, do a big aim. You can if you want. Wait, no. Wait, yeah. So, because if I do this, and then I drop... okay, so we don't have to worry about the dead zone issue, but then if I come up here... yeah, so yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Wait, but... if I go left, it doesn't do that. So... if I can get it sorted to where if I drop the stick, and by default it goes whichever left or right I was facing, or shooting at, then it'd be great. So that is a bug I will have to fix. Actually, it's not actually fixed. It would be interesting though, as like a default drop, like when you're running and you're not actually shooting at something or using the stick to aim at anything. Let me try something. This will be the last code we do before I call it for the night. Let's go down to... we need to add another sprite real quick. Oh, excuse me. Shapes. Boxes, squares. We'll use, set another one. Add a group. Debug. Arrows. Create sprite. We only need one. We don't have to make a bunch of them. Sprite. Arrow. Red. And we're gonna make this, let's do 8x8. We could do 6x6, but we're not gonna worry about that. Edit image, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this, little arrow going. There we go. We're just gonna do a very simple arrow like that. Save, and let's make sure its origin point is at the bottom center, because we will be using that for reference. Okay, so now let me think. Alright, so we're going to have to do some fucking around with code, because it's stuff I don't really do it as much, but we will need this. This is good. So, this is our debug to show where the player is aiming when you as long as you move the right stick around on the controller. So let's go to player soldier, and we're actually going to the draw event. You typically don't want to do too much there, but whatever. Also, in draw event, tip for game maker: when you're doing a draw, if you create the draw event, you always have to do draw self. If you don't, you will disappear, and you're wondering where the fuck is my character. You always have to put that in. Just FYI. Okay, so let's draw sprite. Let's see. We need the sprite itself, the subimage that's at, and then the Y and X. Okay, so sprite. What would I name it? Did I name it? Wait, did I name it array? Look at my coding brain naming everything arrays. Yeah, I named it array. Arrow. Alright, sprite arrow red X Y. Actually, isn't there a sprite extend? Let me check. What am I missing on this code? Oh, subimage. That'd just be 0. Subimage is the frame that it's on, which would be 0. They always start the numbers on 0 here. Now, I think just draw sprite extended. Let's see. Y scale, XL. Rotation. Okay, rotation is what we want. So we need to get that. There's targeting. Do we just call it the target function? No, we get aim. It's just, we do have to keep in mind the order in which the draw event is done, so we have to keep that in mind. So what we're gonna do, so let's see, we got 0, x, y, so we have 1 and 1 for the scaling. It's just the size of it, it's just 1, 1, it doesn't change anything. Then for rotation, I think we want to put aiming, I think. Let's see, rotation sprite, okay, yeah. Color, see white, and alpha is 1. Alright, so let's see, what if what would I even check with this? How do I check for analog stick? Is it gamepad? Is there a way to just check that an analog stick is being hit at all? I mean, I could just check the individual inputs themselves if I need to. Is it this axis value? Let me check this one. No, I'll have to check. There's a way I could do it, but it gets redundant. Here, we'll just do it this way. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep you all in brackets. And we're just gonna do the long way. So if global dot player inputs dot for aim is not equal 0, or global dot player inputs dot ver aim not equal 0. So as long as one of these is not equal 0, do this. Oh, damn it, not the debugger. Oh, nope, we have a crash. Oh, duh, because this one's wrong here. That's aim. Alright. Oh, it is working. Okay, hold on, let me do something real quick. So, okay, we do need to make some modifiers. So let's see, we are a 16 by 16, so this needs to be, or no, the Y needs to be -8. And so how do we want to do the X? Because you want it rotating out from the player. Because what? So what's gonna happen? Let me let's do minus. Hold on, let me test something real quick. Minus 16 plus 16. Give me 1 second. I am going to play around with some other code later. Oh god. Okay. Alright, hold on, let me... Alright, so I gotta think of some kind of... It's because there's a function I'm not aware of. I'll need some kind of rotation function. Hold on. I gotta do some little Googling. Let's see here. Give me a moment. Let's see. Length dir. Okay. So there's a function called length dir. Let's see what that function does. So let's look here. Length dir. Okay. What does this do? It takes no more than 2 arguments, but 0 are provided. What does it do? Right away from the point to return. The direction of the point to return. Okay, so that means we take this. And we put it above here. For x arrow, or arrow x equals length dir x, and we need to put in the length away from the point of return. Let me see. So if I'm pushing it up 8 anyway, it's going to be pushed up 8 anyway. Let me look over here real quick. This needs to be... This one should not be anything, and this one should be 8. And then we need to... So length away, let's say about 24? 24 aiming. Right? Then we need the Y, which is the same thing. Almost. There is a slight exception. 24 aiming. There, Y. Alright, so then we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. We're gonna put it in here. Right here, over the X. Then over the Y. We're gonna take it here, but we're gonna keep that -8 in there. That needs to stay in there. That compensates for the origin of the player. Well, let's see. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. See if my duct tape works. No, it does not. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I know why. I know why. I'm dumb. All right, so let's do this. Boop. Boop. Now I don't know how the Y is gonna be, but the X should work. X plus. Y might need to be negative. Because it's weird in Game Maker. Okay, I almost got it. Okay. Alright, give me a second, let me check something. Rotation, let me check rotation. 0. Alright, now let's try it again. No, that's not it. Let's see here. Well, see, everybody, I have to do this over and over again to check. Okay, so it's doing that properly, but I need it to rotate over. Let me check something. X scale, rotation, color. What if I did aiming plus what we need to move? Like, what, 90 degrees? Plus 90. Maybe it's the opposite. Let's do 70. Let me see, then I'll show you all. There we go. I got it. I finally got it. Let's show it to you guys. Alright. Now it's not exact, that's because of the Y knocking down the stuff. But the other thing is the same code I can use to make the bullet not spawn from the player and spawn from wherever, like, the gun is. Like, because you can make it extend out a bit. Which would be nice, but it's working. We got a little pointer that points towards where... Obviously, it's not what I would use in the end of the game. This is just debug stuff. This is just to check, like, you know... Let me see. Reload. Y is to swap weapon. Well, wait, hold on. If I change the weapon swap to the left trigger, that means Y is freed up. Yeah, Y is freed up. Alright, I'll have to note that later. B is going to be dodge. Oh. Oh, I went to the dodge. I was like, oh no, I hit a bug. I can't move. No, it's because I went to the dodge function, I think. Let me make sure I can recreate that to make sure nothing is really bugged out. Moving around. Yeah, it's because I went to the dodge function. I hit the dodge button. That's why. Thank God it's not a serious bug. It's just because I didn't add anything to the... I haven't done any dodge code yet. So it's not going to... Dodge isn't going to do anything. It's just going to freeze the game because it's not in there yet. Boop, boop, boop. But we're getting there. We need to work on the projectiles. You know, it even does this. I spin... You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, when you're going down, down. We need... Hold on. We're on YouTube, so I can't do the actual full thing, but... Actually, you know what? Nobody's on YouTube anyway. I want to close YouTube. I want to close YouTube real quick so I can... No. Oh, close. What? Oh, goddamn. Okay, Restream does not want to deactivate YouTube. That's dumb. Alright, well, I guess I'm not messing with that then. Hold on. Maybe if I... let me find a cover. Let's do a cover. I should be able to find a cover. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta do this. We gotta find a cover. Hold on. Let me see... Here we go. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing. We do the thing. Oh, it's interesting. What the fuck were they called? Shit. A close family friend of ours, they're in a band. They actually opened for a big, old band, like the, I don't remember who it was. Was it the Empty Records? I don't fucking remember. It was some old-time band. It was pretty awesome. Wait, oh, I gotta keep going until he does it. He has to do a thing. No, he's not doing a thing. He's not doing a thing. Me right round, baby, right round, like a wreck, baby, round, round, round. Alright, we got him spinning up. Alright. And I'm watching the video, just him spinning in a fucking computer chair. Okay, well that's all we got for today. Let's see who we have to raid real quick. Let's see. He always has so many people. I don't really raid Cute. I always like to raid the smaller people, help them out. Not that I don't do it, Cute. Let's see. We got Jet, Zap, Mimsy, Hold on, Velro. Who was Velro? There's always some people I end up following and I just don't remember who they were. Who was Velro? Well, of course I'm on an ad, so I can't see. Oh, that's Nimsy's friend. Boyfriend, I think. Then there's... Who is this person? I don't remember following them. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, 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 round. Right round, baby, right round. Let's see, I'm thinking maybe Nimsy. Well, what's Jet doing? I can't see what Jet's doing.
I wonder if that's how I open the rest.
Skyrim. Oh, it's okay. I wouldn't mind raiding him on Skyrim. We'll raid Jet on Skyrim. Tell him to spin. Spin in his chair. Spin Ghosty Boy. Spin right round like a record. Like a record, baby. Round, 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 round. Alright, well, anyways, toodles, mortals, toodles. Tomorrow I'll be doing more coding. We'll be getting some stuff done. Toodles, toodles, toodles.